There have been times when I've eaten a lot, but still felt hungry. Or I have craved certain foods and suddenly realized I've eaten half a family pack of potato chips. And yes, I also have finished a whole pack, a large pack of dark chocolate, probably about half a pound. And on those really busy days, I would just have a very large venti size mocha or latte at my desk, and that would be my lunch. Hi, beautiful souls out there. I'm Belle, your certified life coach at Our Joyful Pathways. Can you relate to what I've just said in my introduction? These moments have made me feel very inadequate, almost at times helpless, unsatisfied. It did make me stop and wonder, why am I eating this way? And why doesn't it truly satisfy me when I have my favorite foods? So every bite we eat is more than nutrition. It's energy. In Chinese metaphysics, foods carry both yin and yang qualities. These influence how we feel inside. When we learn how to use them correctly and wisely, food indeed become medicine for the soul as well as for our body. So welcome again for those who just joined me. So in the past, I had shared about Trinity, Feng Shui, use of one numbers for balancing and making ourselves in rhythm with our environment, right? To feel balanced and be aligned. So in Chinese wisdom, life is seen as a trinity of three realms: the heaven, the earth, and the man. So think of this as layers of energy that shape our lives. When these layers are in harmony, we feel aligned, balanced, and at peace. When they fall out of harmony, we feel lost, heavy, and disconnected. So for the heaven realm, heaven is really about the bigger picture, the stars, the universe, the cosmos, the timing of events, and it represents destiny, inspiration, and the energy that comes from the above. So heaven often leans toward the yang energy, expansive, active, and outward, like the sun shining or a spark of new idea. But it also carries yin qualities in the quiet night sky, the stillness of reflection, and the unseen mysteries of the cosmos. For the earth realm, is the ground beneath us. It's the food that we eat, the seasons that we experience, and the environment we live in. Earth gives us stability, nourishment, and support. So Earth naturally leans towards yin, cool, grounding, and receptive. Like the soil, holding seeds, and the water in the soil from the rivers, providing that nourishment for the seeds to grow and sprout. So, but Earth has also the yang side, which is the growth of the plants pushing upward, the warmth of the summer, the strength of the mountain. Human realm is the bridge between heaven and earth. It's you and me, our thoughts, our choices, our actions. We have the gift of free will which means we can choose how to align with energies around us. So as humans, we carry both yin and yang within us. Our rest, our intuition, and the stillness are yin, whereas our movement, expression, creativity are yang. So by learning to listen to our body and emotions, we balance the two and live in harmony with both heaven and earth. And how the Trinity actually constitutes to the yin and yang energy. So at the center of this harmony is the balance of yin and yang, the two opposite but complementary forces that flow through everything. So when heaven, earth, and human come together, yin and yang naturally flow between them. It's like a triangle. That's where the Trinity came from. Of the this energy from heaven above, the earth below, and the human in the middle. When these three are all balanced, yin and yang, it's also known to be moving in a balanced manner. However, if any one of it is out of sync, maybe like for example we ignore our health, which is more earth energy, we lose touch with our purpose, which is more heaven's energy, and make lousy choices that scatter our energy, which is more human, the balance breaks. So heaven gives us light and darkness, time, rhythm, the cosmic yin and yang, whereas earth gives us seasons, food, cycles of the nature, and the physical yin and yang, where the human, us, transform these energies through choices, emotions, and actions, which is the personal yin and yang. Let's take a moment to remember that we live in this constant connection with all the three great realms, heaven, the earth, and the human, which is man. So for this, then we do want to ask, are you what you are, you eat, or you are what you eat what you are, right? And by making small little choices, like choosing the right foods for our energy, we bring ourselves back into the flow with the universe. And remember, again, you are really what you eat. So according to Michio Kushi, plants grow in the North Hemisphere is more yang compared to plants grow in the Southern Hemisphere. And in Oriental culture, uncooked food, sweets are generally yin, and the fruits and vegetables grown and harvested in autumn and winter are also considered more yin than yang. So for example, yin foods like cucumber, watermelon, spinach, watercress, tofu help to keep us cool, calm, and hydrate us. So they are perfect times for heat and the stress and overactivity. So nature itself actually offers us the balance of yin and yang through the harvesting seasons. For example, if the season is hot or dry, or if our emotions feel fiery, restless, we can choose yin foods to cool and soothe. You can get actually more of the types of food that are under yin category from maxe.net. Right? I have that URL in this slide. And on the other hand, the yang foods like ginger, garlic, chicken, lamb, red meats, they bring warmth and stimulation and energy. So they help us when we feel cold, tired, sluggish. So if the weather is damp, cold, or when our mood is just feel low and heavy, yang foods can bring warmth, vitality. And spices and salt are considered yang, right? So remember, salt is actually from the ocean, which is a very yang element. So humanity, you and me, is the bridge again between the heaven and earth. So nourishment definitely is something that we can choose and to live in harmony with heavens and earth. And when we pay attention to what our body needs and what we eat, what kind of foods bring ourselves back into balance, and that's where you will have all this more aligned, right, with the cosmos trinity of the heaven, of the earth, and the man's energy. So share your experience about the different foods you had in the comments, and we can expand all this and talk more about the type of foods. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Until next time, bye for now.